Well, it's just about 4 o'clock in the morning, and Yardie belly in a foreign was dreaming. Yeah, in the bed I dream, and I was dreaming about ackee and saltfish. So I said, why not get up and make some? Ladies and gentlemen, hey, we're doing ackee and saltfish this morning for breakfast. And first we have the ackee. As you can see, I have mine frozen here. This is ackee that has been picked, and it is not yet cooked, but we can freeze it, and it serves a little bit better, lasts a little bit longer when it is frozen in an uncooked state. Alright, with the foreign, we want with authentic ackee. We don't want with ackee in a can. So when ackee season, we get it and we freeze it and we use it in this way. I have a piece of codfish here that I'm gonna be pairing with it. Hey, it's ackee and saltfish. But while we in a foreign, we do what we have to do with the foreign things. So I have some red onion, some green pepper, sweet pepper, garlic. I have a piece of jalapeno, tomato, thyme, scallion. And of course, I have my salt and pepper. Alright? You know me, I always have my salt. Well, yeah. But I don't think I'm gonna use the salt today because hey, we're using the real catfish. Yeah, we find a shop. Alright? So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put some of this ackee in some boiling water to boil. We're also going to do the same thing with the codfish because we have to get out all of the salt and as much salt as possible. We're going to boil this maybe about 3 times. So we boil it, put it in the water, let it boil for a while, throw off that water, put some more water, and do the same. Repeat the process 3 times. Then we cut up the vegetables and we put everything together. So, hey, Yardie belly in a foreign, ackee and saltfish, early morning thing, remember. Okay, so my ackee is now cooked. As you can see, it's soft and ready to be used. My saltfish is also been boiled, has also been boiled, and I rough break it up into pieces, and that's really how you want it. I'm not using that much saltfish because again the salt content, and of course we don't really want a whole heap of excess salt. All right. So my frying pan is on, and I'm just gonna put some oil in there, maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. I'm using a blend of sunflower oil and olive oil because it's much more healthier. And the next thing I'm gonna add is my onions, garlic, and scallion with a little bit of thyme. Right? I'm gonna add that. Now I'm supposed to be surprising the wife with breakfast, so it's me alone operating the camera. So if it's shaky, don't get too upset. Alright? So I'm just gonna let my seasoning, my aromatics start to flavor the thing from now. And I won't let this go too nutty. I don't want it to get too nutty before I start adding the rest of ingredients. Next I'm gonna add my saltfish, and the reason why I add my saltfish at this stage is because I want it to pick up a lot of the flavorings of the seasonings. There's probably a couple pieces of bones in there, and the reason why I have the backbones is because the wife is sort of like munching on it. She's a bone person. Alright? So as I said, I'm adding my saltfish at this interval. Alright? And to my saltfish, I'm going to put a little bit of paprika. Just again, you don't have to do this. It's not absolutely necessary. But I like the flavorings that are here. I have a little bit of cayenne, and I think it's all building on the same flavor notes. And so that's how I basically work when I'm seasoning when I'm doing my my dishes. I build on flavor. I'm putting a little bit more garlic in the form of garlic powder. Now what will happen is that you won't end up with just pieces of saltfish that is just salt, or or just bland in the pot. You will have a build-up of flavors. All right. So we have the saltfish going. Smells very, very nice already. And I think this alone should start to make people stir in the house. All right. Next, I'm gonna add my sweet peppers and my jalapenos. All right. So my sweet peppers and my jalapenos going now. And I'm not even gonna allow this to cook that much or that long. I'm gonna put a little bit more oil in there, because the saltfish is one of those stuff that you might not realize it, but the saltfish does absorb some oil. So I'm putting a little bit more. Please don't stress over the amount of oil I'm using. I want the ackee to get as much oil as possible. And now I'm gonna add my ackee. All right. Yes, the camera is shaking because I'm trying to get every little morsel out. And now you have to be very gentle with how you stir, because you don't want to break this up. As you know, ackee is the consistency of scrambled eggs, and it's really softer than that. It's one of those vegetables that it goes, to mush if you don't, if you're not careful with how you approach it. All right. So I just want to stir it in a little bit, not too much, to break it up. And then I'm gonna add my tomatoes. All right. And I'm one of those persons who like my vegetables to be, crispy. I don't like when everything is all cooked out. So if I shut the pot off at this interval, don't be too, worried. Now, because I don't want to add extra salt, just salt in and of itself, I'm going to use a little bit of this adobo. And the adobo it has salt in it, so I don't really expect to use a lot. But I use it because, again, I did not blanch my ackees in salt. And the saltfish, you don't want to be eating the ackee with absolutely no salt and then biting a piece of saltfish that has salt. So I'm just doing that to set it. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. It's gonna be I'm gonna allow this to cook for a little bit longer. Now you can add also you can add bacon. If you add bacon, you could have crisp up a piece of bacon and add it to it. Or if you had salt pork, Lord Jesus, you could have used salt pork in it. But for now, that's it. I'm gonna add some more black pepper, and when I come back, we allow this to simmer for maybe another 10 minutes, if so long, and by then it would have been nicely incorporated and everything. As I said, the next thing that I'm gonna add is some black pepper, and allow it to just simmer and do its thing. Alright, so this is my take on the classic Jamaican national dish, ackee and saltfish, and I do hope that you get a chance to try this in your neck of the woods. When I come back, I will show you a little bit of plating. If I can bribe the wifey to make some fried dumpling, then hey, it would be even greater in this location. Alright folks, so goodbye. I add the black pepper, and trust me ladies and gentlemen, whether or not I like it, I had to put some Scotch bonnet in it. Alright, so this is just 4 pieces of Scotch bonnet pepper that I'm adding to my ackee and saltfish, and trust me, if the wifey know that I put pepper in it, she gonna be mad. But hey, I have to put one little piece of pepper in it because the pepper get the flavor in. Alright, when we come back, plate in, as I said, if we can bribe her, she will make some fried dumpling, and our fried dumpling them is to die for. So hopefully you see the ackee and saltfish on the plate with fried dumpling. Otherwise, never go find a piece of bread or something. But hey, I saw the thing set. Alright? Oh yes, it's gonna be a good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Me not tell no lie. The wifey is up and the dumplings are bubbling in the oil. Ackee and saltfish and fried dumpling in a Yardie Belly kitchen. The thing turn up, remember me tell you. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, my finished ackee and saltfish, and my wifey graciously got up and decided to make some fried dumplings for me. And as you can see, she made a little heart-shaped one. Oh yeah, that's because she loved me, yeah. But once again, hey, you can try this dish in your neck of the woods. It's the Jamaican national dish, ackee and saltfish, and it is the most ideal breakfast dish you can find in the whole world. Hey, I hope you get to try this in your neck of the woods. I'm certainly gonna have a wonderful day today because I have my ackee and saltfish. And hey, the fried bread food, them look, my fried bread food, I mean fried dumpling, looks very, very appetizing. Ladies and gentlemen, Yardie Belly in a foreign. Peace out.